Hi, I'm Michael Kurosh and welcome to Design Santa Barbara. In the past seasons, we have had the immense pleasure of inviting students from Santa Barbara City College's Interior Design program on the show. I'm pleased to reintroduce this tradition and welcome SBCC's Professor Diana Castillo with her two students. Very welcome to our show.
Thank you so much, Michael, for having us. I really appreciate you inviting us and creating this opportunity for us. Also very happy to continue Professor Laura Welby's tradition. So I would like to introduce Marissa Danford and Anna Parfenova. They're both towards the end of the interior design program at City College, and they are very happy to design these spaces and share it with you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it. I understand we start with Marissa first, so let's go see your space. So Marissa, tell me what inspired you to become an interior designer?
I've been introduced to design and art from a young age. Both of my parents are very creative, so I've just kind of grown up around the design world and really enjoyed it. And then the older I got, the more I enjoyed helping people create their spaces that really helped them live to their full potential.
That's nice. And how do you like the City College program at this point? And where are you at?
I have about a year left at the City College program. It's been really great so far. All of the professors are very kind, they're very inspiring. They all work in the interior design or architecture field, so it's really interesting to learn from people who are hands-on in the field and ready to teach you.
Well, I hope you get A's from them. That was a good praise for the professors at City College. Well, tell us about your space and what inspired you to do this today.
So I started with the chairs, was the first thing I saw when I came in here and immediately fell in love. So I know that I needed to pick these two chairs here and kind of build the space around them. They're a really good mix between feminine and masculine, you know, with the leather is very warm, very inviting, and then these thin iron arms and legs.
Steel, yes. And then you start from there, and then how about the carpet? Why is the inspiration on that?
Yeah, so I wanted to design, again, around the chairs, and I'm really into eclectic spaces that kind of have these funky elements that draw your eye, and everything really meshes well together. So I wanted to keep the rug a little bit more neutral, just to keep the focus on this nice, warm leather chairs. And then coming into this coffee table, I also really loved. It's a little bit thicker legs, really, really interesting shape, very dynamic, flows well with the room.
This is a mid-century modern table, which is actually ties in with your chairs you picked.
Yeah.
It's a very good choice.
Yeah, that's my favorite style right now. So I was trying to do that, but keep it a little bit neutral too, nothing too crazy.
It is mid-century, but actually more transitional look. It's not totally that, which is very creative. And the rug you picked actually is one of my favorite rugs. It's just beautiful thing. It's wool and silk, it's hand knotted and beautifully designed. Very nice.
Thank you.
And has a good texture.
Yeah, good texture, nice shapes that are also a little mid-century but understated.
True. All right, so, and you picked this sofa, why?
Yeah, I think the sofa ties in well with the rug. It's nothing too large. I think it's already a large piece, so you're kind of keeping the color a little more understated. You want to be invited into the sofa and really want to sit down there, so I wanted something comfortable that you weren't afraid to get dirty or mess up, something that's inviting to sit on.
And actually, it doesn't get dirty, you're right. You picked it, and it's a microfiber, and microfibers don't get dirty.
Yeah,
so
perfect.
That's beautiful. All right, so why don't we have a seat, and please tell us about the side tables and the pillows you picked, which I should show, actually. Here we go.
So the side tables were another accent piece that I really fell in love with as soon as I saw them. I really like the wood texture is very, very nice. I think it's a nice color. It's nothing too dark that really grounds it. And then this front piece, the drawers are very interesting with that linear element. I think ties back to the iron of the chair, and keeping these thin kind of dramatic black lines were really interesting.
It has the same texture as well. So it's metal, and this is wood, but it has the same color. Very interesting. We make these tables actually. I love these tables. So we make them out of hardwood, and we put those lines in there, which they're done by hand. Very good.
Wow.
I like your choices so far. Very nice.
Thank you. It's a good praise.
And the pillows, why would you pick the pillows? I see they're blue and gray, tying the room together, but why would you pick those?
Yeah, so I wanted to keep the accessories. I was really into the blue accessories. I think doing a complementary color scheme with the orange chairs makes the room a little more dramatic. Again, ties everything together. So I really liked this is a popular pattern right now that's really in. So I thought that was really nice. And then introducing the blue again with the lamps was nice.
Very cool. The pillows are actually indigo moth cloths from Mali, and they're very cool, and it's very hip nowadays, and that ties in very nicely together. Well, I like the room as you did it. We had some little accessories we're going to put on, correct? Yes. All right, let's do that to finish the room. All right, Marissa, how come you picked these beautiful accessories?
I wanted to again tie in the complementary colors, so I thought the books were a really, really nice color, and they're also just a different style element, which was interesting to introduce. And then always keeping greenery in there makes the room feel a little bit more lively. And then this piece here I just thought was really interesting and brings in a different wood element that kind of ties back to the color of the chairs.
Beautiful. I actually think you did a wonderful job, and it looks pretty cozy. Very nice. So I'm looking forward to see what Deanna has to say about this room. Stay tuned. There is more Design Santa Barbara after the break. This week on Design FYI, we're going to talk about sofas and the unknown mistakes people make. Did you know average American spends 46 minutes a day in a car? But they spend 5 hours and 4 minutes on average on a sofa. So why would you go out there and spend tens of thousands of dollars for something you use for 46 minutes and then go ahead and buy something cheap that you sit on it for 5 hours and 4 minutes? At Santa Barbara Design Center, we create you a custom sofa that is made for you specifically and to your shape and size and comfort and your family. So when you're sitting and watching TV or talking and conversing with your friends, you're sitting on actually something that represents you. Your car represents you, why shouldn't your sofa? Thank you for joining us on Design FYI this week, and please come see me at Santa Barbara Design Center, 4th and Olive, and let me help you find the right sofa for you and your family. On this edition of Michael's Minute, I would like to talk to you about mid-century modern furniture. Mid-century modern is described as the period between 1933 and 1965, in which designers such as Eames and Nakashima used clean lines and futuristic materials to propel design into a post-war era. At Santa Barbara Design Center, you can see and feel a variety of mid-century inspired furniture, including our signature leather chairs and recliners with classical wood frames. Accent them with side tables, daybeds, ottomans for a slick, artistic look. Customize these pieces to fit your home perfectly. To bring mid-century modern style to your home, please visit us at Santa Barbara Design Center, 410 Olive Street. Welcome back to Design Santa Barbara. Today we have wonderful students from SBCC design program, and we have Anna today at her beautiful vignette. So Anna, tell us a little bit about your experience at City College and why did you pick the design program and how long you have been in it?
I finished my third semester in this spring, and I really love City College. It's so inspiring place, and wonderful teachers, people, so helpful and so professional. So I'm really glad I'm here.
I'm glad you're here too. Actually, City College, we should know, is the #1 city college in the United States.
Yes, exactly.
You're very lucky having it in our town.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about your vignette.
When I was creating this space, I was thinking about people who can use it, and I was imagining like somebody come here to rest, to relax, chat with their friends, or maybe just read an interesting book. I choose eclectic style. This style is perfect if you like few styles and want to combine them, if you like to mix old and new looks and humble. And in my case, I mixed rustic, loft and organic trends.
Tell us about the colors you picked and their complementary, and why would you do that?
Actually, yes, the first piece what I picked, it was those chairs, and I really love them. And
We call them Hermes chairs, by the way,
Yes.
because the color of the Hermes, and you know
Yes.
those bags are like $20,000, so we call them Hermes.
But they're really beautiful, and this color is so deep and intense, and I set them off with a complementary rich blue and green, and also I added natural and earthy tones like brown, beige and black. So yes, the main idea of this design is contrast. And also you can...
Also the rug.
Yeah,
Why would you pick that rug?
I picked this rug because it has very good colors, blue lights and dark. They looks very good with the orange chair and the brown couch.
Surprisingly, it does look very good, actually. I think you picked it very nicely.
Yes, and it's a more contemporary style and looks very interesting with a more rustic furniture. So I think it's a very good choice for this room.
I would not have guessed that would look so good, actually, believe it or not. It looks very nice. You have the classical rustic leathers that are smooth, and you have the texture in your carpet. Very nicely done.
And it's a next step too. Do you know, if you create in a space, you should think about texture. And in our case, we have a very smooth leather and soft rug, and it's complement with unpolished wood and metal. And also, how we can see here, we have very rough texture of pillows, and it's combined in a very interesting way.
All right, Anna, why don't you have a seat and please tell us about the accessories you picked for this.
Yes.
By the way, I like these pillows you picked. They're very nice. They are one of my favorite designs. They're actually, they call it Turkoman designs. They are e-cats, and they're very nice. Tell us about the accessories you picked.
Let's talk about accessories. So the main idea when I choose all my accessories, I was thinking about repetition and rhythm in a space. And I choose, how you can see, many orange accessories too, like flowers, books, some wood accessories. They have like orange colors too, pillows, how we can see. And
to bring the chairs in to the whole set. That's very nice.
Yes, and we have here repetition of blue and gray, and you can see it in the
blue greens in there.
Yes,
very nice. And also that pillow you picked ties in the whole thing. It just is ethnic at the same time, has the navies, blues, and the rust in it.
Yeah, it's
very nice.
Also, if we talk about repetition and rhythm, you can see its shape repetition, and it's a really interesting effect too in the design. How we can see, we have a round mirror, lamp, coffee table, but at the same time we have lots of interesting elements like angle.
You have a lot of rectangular things in here as well.
Yeah, exactly, geometric, do you know, and like tray or even panels back to us. So it's a very good combination when you combine different forms in one space.
Beautiful. I like your space very much, and you have used a lot of accessories, but they don't look busy. They look very nice and ornamental.
Yes, I think they give personality of space, and every person can just pick them own souvenirs or favorite things. And
beautiful. I like your space very much. It's a different perspective as what we have had in the past. I'm looking forward to see what the professor has to talk about it.
Thank you.
Stay tuned. There is more Design Santa Barbara after the break. Today on Design FYI, we're going to talk about what not to buy when you're going shopping for rugs. Most big outlets or national chains, they sell nowadays hand-tufted rugs. This sounds like it's hand-knotted, it's done by hand, but actually they are not. It's called hand-tufted, and it's actually a gun that rolls the wool around the warp, and they are not good rugs at all. So this is a sample we're having here for you to see. Anything that has a backing like this, flip your rugs over at home, see if it has a backing, is absolutely not good. So what it does is it hides what they did below this thing, which is a latex glue, which actually is toxin. And if you have got any rugs over the net, I hate to say it, over the net, because it's easy to sell and they're inexpensive, you buy these things over the internet. So when it comes to your house, they smell. Have you noticed that? They smell more like a gasoline or more like a diesel because they don't let the latex cure. And the latex that glues this wool to this backing smells a lot. On top of that, they shed quite a lot. The wool is cheap because they need to be inexpensive, and they shed. I would not recommend you to get anything, again, that has a backing and is glued, because it comes apart very easily. It is temporary. It is not a green product because they wear very quickly, end up in the fill. And just basically as a landfill junk we are adding to our planet. The things I would recommend you to get, unlike these things that have backing, is the rugs that they have nuts to them. So as what to buy, I highly recommend you to get some rugs that they are hand knotted. And how you can see, flip it to the back, and you can see the knots are done individually, and each one is slightly different than the next one because they're done by hand, and the intensity of the wool and the pull they have the weaver makes them look different. Also, the sides are done by hand. That you can see very easily. If you want to buy a real rug, please come to Santa Barbara Design Center and I can gladly help you. Thank you for joining us on Design FYI, Santa Barbara Design Center, Fort and Olive. Diana, thank you very much for being the professor at City College, and thank you for bringing your two wonderful students to our show, and they created this beautiful vignettes. I would like to know your thoughts about Marissa's place first.
Well, first of all, thank you for inviting us.
Pleasure.
Doing this. And first of all, I would like to mention that the two students did not meet until today. And there are some similarities and things that are almost opposites between the two. And I will start with Marissa's, but then I would like to refer to Anna's, so I will go back and forth. So in Marissa's case, she created a very beautiful, very calm, serene, and very relaxed space. And I would like to bring a little bit of the background, where they were born, and how that can influence, even your ethnicity, how that can influence what you are creating, because this is embedded in you. So Marissa is from California, and what do you know about California? It's about this vastness, right? The large spaces, the airy spaces that you have here in California. And this is what you see in her space. It's very airy. You can move very freely around it, because with design you can control the way people move, the way people feel, the way people behave in a space.
True.
And I think that this is very much Marissa. It is, I mean, you see her in everything that she put together here. So first of all, she created a complementary scheme. So her scheme is based on contrast. So you see that in the colors, you see that in the items that she chose, and you see that in the elements that she put together. So the color is a complementary color. So she chose orange, or a shade of orange, let's say brown, and blue.
Thank you very much for the description, and beautiful, zen, and serene. Can we look at Anna's vignette? All right, so here we are at Anna's vignette.
One thing that I would like to say, again, because I started with Marissa, with where she's from, I would like to do the same thing with Anna. So Anna is originally from Russia, from St. Petersburg. And again, this reflects so much her design. Everything about this room is about warmth, and it is about inviting. It's almost like, you know, it's almost like a democratic space. The colors that she chose, the tight knit of everything that she put together, it's almost like I want to stay in this space forever. I want to sit on that chair and not move away from it. And it has a lot of spaces. So I think you could fit probably 5 people to stay here. It's the kind of a space where I want to invite my friends and have a party, or just talk about anything. In a way, it reminds me of a Renaissance painting. The colors, it's so warm and it's so together. I just want to come in this space and stay.
Diana, I want to thank you very much for bringing your awesome students and your design class to our showroom. And let's bring one more time the wonderful students. Thank you very much for being in our show, Marissa. Thank you very much, Anna. You guys did a wonderful job, and congratulations. You guys have a bright future. Thank you. We will be right back. Stay tuned. There is more Design Santa Barbara after the break. Today on Michael's Minute, I would like to talk to you about fabrics. Fabrics are quite essential items for your upholstery and window covering, and we have a huge selection of them. We have Durally fabrics, Fabricot, my favorite, Cravat, we have our own house fabrics, and we have Ralph Lauren. For indoor-outdoor use, we have many different fabrics, and I would highly recommend you to come to Santa Barbara Design Center to see the largest selection of fabrics in town. Santa Barbara Design Center, 410 Olive. Thank you for joining us on Design 411. Today we have Ms. Diana Acosta, is professor of City College, and thank you for having your students on our show. They did wonderful vignettes. Tell us about your SBCC interior design program in general.
Thank you so much for asking that question. Actually, the program is going through some changes. As probably most people know, before it was led by Professor Laura Welby, who did a wonderful job, and she recently retired. And right now, we have different people teaching the different courses. Before, Laura was teaching all of the courses, which was a privilege because she got to know all the students. I, to a certain extent, envy that. However, right now, we have people from the industry who are teaching the different courses. So there are 3 professors who are doing that. One of them is myself. I'm teaching the introductory course. Then we have Michelle Beamer, who is an interior designer, and then we have another architect, Chauvin, who's teaching other courses, which is great because you bring the real world experience into the program, and the students have that opportunity to ask questions and to perhaps land jobs because they are very connected people, and there is more to offer.
Wonderful, that's great. So what are some fundamentals of design that are covered in your program?
Well, the program is pretty comprehensive. So you start with a course that teaches all the elements of design, the concept. We go through the concept, all the mediums, the color, the textures, the furniture, accessories, and the business of interior design. So we start with that. It's more of an overview course. And then you get into the specifics. So the courses that follow would be space planning, historical furniture, kitchen and bathroom design, and then you have a lot of the drafting courses that are the tools that would enable them to get a job.
Well, wonderful. I saw the 2 students were pretty advanced in the classes and they did a wonderful job, but tell us about changes you see in the students as they take this course.
I think it's wonderful to see them in the beginning of the course, and some of them are scared. I even had some international students, and one of them came to me and she said, I was so scared when I started this course because everything was so new to me. And then later she came to me and she said, I am so grateful that I took this course because you are inviting collaboration. And I personally think that that is the key. in the profession, we are collaborating all the time. So one of the things that I'm trying to do in the courses is to have students collaborate. I have projects that are team projects, and at the end of the course, they feel confident, they feel excited about showing what they have done, and they take pride in it. And they love the collaboration. You would think that the design profession is a pretty egotistic profession. However, with collaboration, a little bit of that goes away. And this is what we do. This is what we do with the clients. We collaborate. We have to bring our visions together. And I'm inviting the students to do that at a very early stage in their design profession. So I see a lot of development in the first course and a lot of confidence. They come in the course scared, and then they are confident and they're excited about showing what they've done, which is, I think, wonderful.
Great. How can people learn about the program you have?
Well, it's very easy. If they go to the Santa Barbara City College website, which is sbcc.edu, they can search the interior design program, and they can even email me if they would like to know about the courses.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. We are
Thank
very
you.
proud having City College at our disposal here. It's a wonderful institution, and a lot of students grow into that program of yours. Thank you very much again. And that was our program this week. Looking forward to see you next week.